Hello there. Hey Tips.
Hello, Tibbs.
It's me and Fluffy Perea here. Um
Yeah, when you said Fluffy Perea, my first thought was what if me and Fluffy fused into Flufferea? And that would be
Perea.
weird. That would be very weird.
I need to see if I can make it so that the tracking doesn't think it thinks my eyes are closed every time I smile. Like mm,
Oh yeah, my tracking is dog shit. If I take my glasses off, it becomes good and normal, but I can't see my screen. So I stream with my glasses on, and it doesn't know how to read my eyes at all. So good to know.
head, face, eye. What does interpolation rate
That's how much it interpolates, Fluffy.
mean? One thing I will say about the virtual puppet project, which is the
Yeah.
current face tracking program I'm using, is
Uh-huh.
that it has worse settings than almost any other uh, face tracking program I've used.
Yeah, okay.
There's like you can change the interpolation on things, and you can change your model and what camera you're using and what type of face tracking you're using. And other
Mm-hmm.
than that, you don't got anything. Nothing at all.
Yeah, I see.
Uh, Tips, if you're wondering why I'm speaking in such a tone of voice, it's because I'm currently hiding. Um, I'm not in my house right now. I'm in a random room on the sixth floor of a college dorm.
I sent snipers after Fluffy, and Fluffy is actively in a battle royale situation with them right now.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we're streaming while that's happening.
Yeah, great. I should ask, how's the new aspect ratio look on Twitch and
It's odd because like when I saw it when we were in the loading screen, and the fact
Mhm.
that like there's these huge black bars on the side, it was jarring at first, but the fact that we put Haruhi
Here's
Suzumiya in the background actually makes it feel okay. Anyone that's used to watching old animes, like a lot of us did when we were younger, this just
Mhm.
like feels. It just feels like that vibe. Like with Haruhi and the aspect ratio and the black bars, it all just kind of
Mhm.
feels nostalgic to me.
hmm
So
Here's my
I think
thought.
it's
If
good.
you open the Twitch stream to theater mode, so you have the chat next to the Twitch screen, does
Yes.
that mean that like it'll take up more space actually?
Yeah, actually, the black bars go away quite a bit. They don't go
hmm
away completely, but that's probably the best way to watch the stream.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd
And
say
even
it,
if
it
when you watch a
maximizes
normal stream
space.
like that, there's bars on the bottom
Yeah,
and
yeah,
top.
yeah. No. Fluffy has effectively maximized this stream for theater mode, and I think that's probably the way to watch these streams now.
Big fucking red text on the screen. Watch in theater mode, you heathens. Real talk,
Mhm.
hope everything's all right. No, everything's fine. I'm visiting my brother at his college right now. And that's why I'm in this room, cowering in fear. Because this is like a study room where people come in to like do Zoom calls and work on tests and such. Um, it's not it's not used for streaming. Not at all. But I am. Honestly, I probably use yet less bit rate in here than people doing Zoom calls. I have this at like 1400 kilobits per second.
How can you make a stream more? efficient than a normal Zoom call.
Well, it's both just sending video and audio at the same time.
Yes, okay, yeah, you're
And
right.
I'm just thinking Zoom calls just have a higher resolution.
Yeah, because I forgot your streams always load at like 320. Actually, no, you upgraded. Now it's 616 pixels.
It's 770 by 616.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
But yeah, no. Dude, where things are looking up in the world.
yeah.
We're getting a
Wow.
better quality.
It's been like that. Actually, this is a slight downgrade from what it was before because you lost some
Maybe I
pixels in the
could.
width.
Yeah.
It was 768 by something before.
I think that the change in aspect ratio is making me think this looks better than it actually is.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone likes Haruhi though.
Everyone likes
Um,
Haruhi.
oh, but one moment. Let me tips. You can be up here now. The shit, Lorem Ipsum's
You're
still there.
allowed.
But we have a chat box.
It's fine to have Lorem Ipsum there. Oh, it used to be that your head was the one intersecting the plane, but now I'm the one who covers chat.
Juju. There. There you go. There you go. I moved you. You're over
Oh,
there.
I was no. I was just saying that it used to be you, but now it's me. I wasn't saying that like it's terrible.
Hmm. Hmm. I mean, I'll be back to intersecting it when we switch to
Uh-huh.
video
One
display.
thing one thing I'd like for you to ask is to move me down by just 1 more millimeter, because you can see the edges of my
Going up.
shoulders there. Oh, now you can see my Dr. Pepper body. There we go. That's much better.
Can't do too much laughing. I have to pretend to be miserable doing a test.
You're not allowed to have fun on Zoom calls. They're supposed to be terrible. They're
Awful.
supposed to be life fucking ending.
Hmm. Hmm. Um, yeah, yeah. Haruhi's great. Everyone likes Haruhi.
Tibbs, you've been around long enough to know what Dr.
You
Pepper
were here
body
for the
means.
Dr. Pepper body.
You just think back. It's been a while since we made that reference, but just like figure it out, dude.
It's about a year old now, though. I think that's when we
Mhm.
first made the Dr. Pepper body joke. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, anyway, so Preya's just like Dr. Pepper slime monster beneath the bottom of the screen there.
It's
That's
specifically
why.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, it's boiled
They
Dr.
boiled it
Pepper.
on this. They boiled it on the stove before they made me.
Mhm. The secret backstory is that a spider fell into a pot of boiled Dr. Pepper, and the Christmas spirit reincarnated her into a real girl.
Yeah, it's like, have you ever seen those animes where a character gets reincarnated as like a slime or something, and then they get a human body when they evolve?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got half of a human body, but the rest is still Dr. Pepper, hot Dr. Pepper slime.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, but fuck her. We have maps. It's map day, folks. Today,
Oh, the background
the
change.
background changed. We can do that now,
They're
guys. Oh my
ready
god.
for what is that a map
Um,
of? Is that Spain and Northern Africa? No, because what's that giant fucking body of water there?
I'll I'll let you figure it out, Freya. You need to tell me what this is. It's your first map quiz.
Oh no. Okay. It can't be Northern Africa because there's the giant lake there.
Yeah.
Also, what's the thing in the corner? That's not a thing because it's like
Up
octagonally
the
shaped.
top of my head. Yeah, that's a cutout.
Huh?
Speaking of maps, Tibbs is playing a map game right now. Settlers of Catan, Tibbs. But yeah, no, that thing at the top of the text box with like the square boundary,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's a zoom
That's
in.
that's yeah. That's what I suspected. Because
Mhm,
there was no way that there would be like a perfectly octagonally shaped piece of
mhm.
land.
Victoria 3.
Where the
Of
world is this?
course. Yeah, where could this be?
Wait, I have an idea. Is this Japan?
I don't know.
Fuck.
Is
The
it?
only thing I can think is North Korea. It's either Japan or North Korea.
Just you knowing me.
Yeah. Because like the reason I think it's Japan is because a lot of the shapes, they remind me of the way that what's it called? Fucking Kanto Bay or whatever. The area where Tokyo is. That's there's the way the land is shaped. This is not there.
Mhm.
I know for a
Yeah,
fact that it's not because it's the
will
wrong shape.
say
But I figured that other parts of Japan look similar in terms of geography.
north is up.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. So we're not looking at anything
Also,
upside down.
I'll make this easier for you. I'll uh
Yeah,
I'll move myself out of the way here and put
that might
myself in
help.
front of the text box because this landform has a very, I'd say, distinctive
Uh-huh.
quality to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh, There
Let's
you
wait
go.
until I can see what I'm looking at.
You're coming with me. What
What
are
the
you doing
fuck
up
is
there, James?
that? Dude, why does the peninsula look like that? I have never seen a part of the world where it's just like goes straight out. It just goes straight up for some reason. How big is this? Give me at least that much of an idea. Is this continent scaled or is this country scaled?
This is um hmm, let me pull some measurements
Hmm.
from like the bottom of that bay there to the tip of the Dorito Chip Peninsula. Um,
Yeah.
that's 36 kilometers.
Okay, so this is pretty small actually.
And uh, side to side, either side of the map, that is 91 kilometers.
So this is a very small cross-sectional area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, it is. Where in the world is the fluffy stream?
Is this where you currently are? You're
This
doxing
is
yourself?
this is
Dude,
Oregon.
my snipers are gonna be on your ass very soon.
You have they can afford the
You
plane
keep telling
ticket.
them where you are. Yeah.
Do you, do you have any other guesses? You can't.
No.
You have no clue what this. Will say it's on a flag. That's how. That's how
It's on a
distinctive it is.
flag.
It's on this state's flag,
State. You said
state or
state?
province,
Oh, okay. State or province.
national
Okay.
division,
All right.
prefecture. Even I don't know. I believe in you. Lean back. I wish I could do like a depth thing where if I lean back far enough, I'll clip through the Perea image. But no, I can go as far back as I want.
That kind of works on what's it called? A VTube Studio where you can do depth of field. The
Uh-huh.
problem is that it almost exclusively just makes you really small if you get too far away from the camera. And also you can't clip through the image, unfortunately.
Hello, smoker. Or not a smoker. Not a smoker.
We Your name is literally not a smoker, but we are going to call you exclusively smoker.
Smoker. I'm currently locked in a study room on the sixth floor of a college dormitory. um, so I'm not in my house right now. And that's why I'm whispering because I don't want to make too much noise. Because the only thing in between me and the hallway out there is a pane of glass. And it's so weird that I'm like streaming here, and every once in a while, people just look at me through the fucking window. And that is a type of inside joke with a few friends. Fair enough, fair enough. Not a smoker. Do you know where the world's this map is? Oh, pray, do you have anything since I told you it was on the flag?
Kosovo.
Kosovo. Okay. Let me. There we go. Oh, also, do you guys like the clock? Look below me. We have a clock and it works. See? Is the time and the date on it. It's amazing. And seconds. So fucking cool. Oh, if you can't see that, we also have the time up here. There's the time as well. That's
Oh
what
yeah,
time it is.
we've completely kitted out the
Yeah,
stream. We're operating in a completely different fucking realm now.
next fucking level. You know what I wanted to do?
Mm.
I wanted to get like sound alerts set up for this stream, but I couldn't figure it out. Yeah. You think your dad's disappointed in you? Oh no, why is that? I I mean, I think everyone's disappointed in me always, so sometimes you just have to deal, but like I don't want you feeling sad, smoke or not. Also praise this you think it's Kosovo?
No, I said Kosovo because I was looking at flags that like it contained pictures of the thing that they're a flag for,
Okay.
and the first one that came up was Kosovo.
Where in
And
the
I don't think
world
that that's
do you think
actually it.
we are? Or would you like to look?
Okay. Northern Europe. Let's try that first. And specifically, I mean like near, like under Finland in the Estonia area. I just wanted to see if there's some piece of landmass there that I don't know about. Oh, there's some pretty vertical things there.
I will
Definitely.
say this is 112 kilometers, so the entirety of the map, what you're looking at, fits within this gulf.
Okay, yeah, that's the problem that I'm having is it's so fucking small.
Uh-huh.
I've never looked at any country this closely. I've never looked at any state this closely.
A lot of people are proud of you, apparently, Tibbs. Holy shit. I'm surprised people are proud of Tibbs. That's
I
awesome.
that's I
Rhea
feel
hasn't
like you're
even looked at
lying.
Texas. Yeah, Tibbs, no one's proud of you. You're just deluding yourself.
Stop lying. Be fucking for real.
Um, um, would you like to know the answer for it?
Yeah, I'd love to know the answer.
Yeah, it is Japan. It's
Hmm.
Aomori Prefecture.
Oh.
See? And this is the flag.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Real
I
issue.
don't look at the prefecture flags of Japanese prefectures all that often. But like I told you that I could see the roughness of the edge
Mhm.
reminded me of just what the Japanese islands look like.
Yeah, well, then
But
you
that's all
didn't
I had to go off
really
of.
follow that. Yeah, and you can see like the bottom of Hokkaido there. Yeah, anyway, that was
Yeah.
the first thing. The cigar you were smoking was Cuban. Oh,
I
wow.
thought you said you were not a smoker.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Are you lying too? Is our chat nothing but fucking dirty, filthy liars?
Damn, Perea. Keep it down a bit. I'm trying not to get caught by your snipers.
I'm trying to give them the cue. They're sleeper agents, all of them, and the word "dirty fucking liar" just like sets them off in their brain. They start shooting wildly. I'm hoping that they just hit you by chance.
Yeah. um, uh, uh, map, map. Yes, map. Perea, where are we going on the map? You just wanted just map.
Let's go. Let's go to the center of India.
Okay.
Because
That
I know literally nothing about the parts of India that are not Gujarat, and I said that like
Nagpur.
a white person. I pronounced my fucking grandparents' homeland like Tim from accounting.
Gujarat.
Yeah, we. I know a little bit about Gujarat.
Okay. Well, here we are. This is Nagpur.
Yeah, let's look at
Nagpur.
Nagapur.
I don't know if I'm supposed to roll my R's or not. Seeing this
I wish my
goofy meme
grandparents had
of
taught me
Justin
fucking
Trudeau
Gujarati.
looking like Fidel Castro. Oh yeah, no,
Those
that's a dumb
motherfuckers did not
conspiracy.
even try.
Um, yeah, Ray, people think that Justin Trudeau's like the grandson of Fidel Castro or some shit.
Do they? If Justin Trudeau was the actual grandson of fucking Fidel Castro, he wouldn't have let like that one Palestinian journalist, what's his name, Mansour? He wouldn't have
Mhm.
just like let him get kidnapped by the IDF like 3 times. It's insane that that dude got kidnapped by the IDF 3 times and he still managed to escape.
Wild.
The first time he was like, no, 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 I have to stay here and report. The second time he was like, okay, it's actually getting a little dangerous. They keep kidnapping me. So then he like left. But like, holy fucking shit, dude.
Was
And Justin Trudeau didn't help at all, despite the fact that he's a Canadian citizen.
can I get me one of those barrel chug juice things? He's my prime minister, and he's nothing like him. Justin Trudeau is nothing like Fidel. Yeah, duh. It's just dumb, like right wingers will think anything's communism.
I'm
Um,
going to go into Justin Trudeau's bedroom tonight and I'm going to mind fillet him into believing that he is the son of Fidel Castro. And I hope that that does something meaningfully good for Canada.
mind fillet. Wait. Imagine he goes up to his dad and it's like, Dad, I
Fidel? He just starts calling his dad Castro.
no, no, I'm
He's
like
like,
he's saying that you're not my real father.
oh, okay, okay. He's like, you're not Fidel Castro. What do you do? No, in my version of events, he thinks his dad is Fidel Castro, but that he's wearing a disguise. He's like, I'm sorry that the US tried to kill you all those times. And then he's like, what are you talking about, Justin? And he's like, it's okay, Dad. I know you're Castro.
Anyway, welcome. Look at the statues, like defined backbones. No clue what the statue is of, but looks pretty funky.
Can't you just go around and see what it's of?
Uh, it's a Swami Vivekananda Smarak. I'm too white for this.
How do you think your version of events goes down, Fluffy? Justin Trudeau thinks that his dad is lying
His
to him
his
about being his
his
dad.
dad, previous prime minister, is it Elliot Trudeau? The
Yeah,
last
I think
Trudeau.
so.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
I like to think that he's like he goes to Cuba looking for Castro. And then there's this huge like anime moment where he like stumbles upon Castro's grave and he's like, "Dad, no!"
Goes to Cuba. That's why Canadians can still go to Cuba. My heart's Managper doing some fucking yoga. Does he have his dick out? Is that a statue or a guy? Because he definitely has like his dick out here. I think it's a
Hmm.
statue. I guess he really does heart Managpur. Um, gosh, both having to pronounce these words and also having to do it like really quietly is fucking me.
Today we're gonna be doing the Minakur ASMR.
No, I don't even have my mic on me. You're coming through the computer microphone, so I can't even do it. What do I put my face down on the keyboard? Where even is the computer's microphone? I
Today
don't
we will
know.
be looking at Swami Vivekananda Samark.
You sound like that one guy who like you know, the train guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Um
god.
but
Dude,
what
map ASMR is not the way I thought this stream was gonna go.
no. It's not the way I wanted my life to go. So what did you want to learn about Central India here?
I just wanted to know what's up with it. Cause like,
The
oh,
fuck
you
is
know
wrong
what?
with you?
My grandpa, he was racist against Southern Indians, so maybe we should check out Southern India.
Okay. I mean, Southern
He
India is pretty cool given
dude, my grandpa was fucking brutal. He was like, those savages in Southern India, they eat with their hands.
holy
They don't
shit.
use knives and forks. He actually said that. He was fucked up. That was genuinely fucked up that he said that.
Yeah,
I
no,
was like, Grandpa, dude.
that's really
How
fucked up.
that
They have great buildings down there. This is like I guess northern southern India, but I talked was this in
I
like a
remember
movie night or in a
uh-huh.
stream where I talked about the massive fuck off cannon? Yeah, it was in like a movie night thing in the
The,
Animalian
the,
Arts
the,
Discord. Remember when we were all
oh.
talking about like doing a gladiatorial combat?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
and I
still repping the Addle Addle. That thing took down mammoths. I think it can take down a tank.
uh-huh. Yeah, and I was talking about a this cannon. Yeah. Um,
Yeah. The biggest fucking cannon in the world, right?
which
Wait,
was
did that say Paria? Is there
huh?
Paria, India?
Where?
Zoom out a little bit. Zoom out further. And then now, like, scroll up, I think. Just like a
Poon?
little bit. Oh, okay. No, yeah, you're right. It is Poon. That was
Poon?
my mistake. My mistake.
It's so poon that the image for it.
Literally the big PUNE. God damn.
Shit, dude. It's fucking Poon.
Oh my god.
Why is the image with the fucking skeleton building the first one?
I love to think that that wasn't photoshopped in, that they just like they have the Hollywood sign, but it's the Poon sign.
It's massive and it flies above the entire fucking city because
They don't even support
that's
it
like
with like
20 stories
they,
tall.
they don't support. You can see that the letters are literally floating. They use hover tech to make the Poon sign float over everything.
Yeah, anyway, we need to go check out southern India. I hear there's a lot of communists
Hmm.
in Kerala.
Yeah,
Kerala.
dude.
So let's go
I
there.
just like okay. I didn't finish the thing earlier. The last thing my grandpa said is he said, "Yeah, they grab the rice with their hands and you can see the butter dripping down their arms." And I was like, "Dude, we don't have to like do this. We can be chill, right? Like you're from the same country. There's no way that you have this deep resentment against Southern Indians."
I, I mean, I don't know. There might be. I mean, this place looks fine.
Yeah. I don't think that
Did you
it's
say anything
bad.
else about Southern Indians?
I like we what did we do? We did a geotastic stream recently, and
Mhm.
we noticed the difference between Northern Indian writing, which has a more sharp pointedness to it, but Southern Indian writing is very like rounded, and it looks like they almost look like completely different like parts of
I
the
think
world.
I think they
But
might be completely different
well, yeah,
scripts,
yeah, they
though.
have they're different like languages. I'm pretty sure, because
They speak
Gujarati is
like
nothing like Hindi.
and
Gujarati is nothing like Hindi. So
down here they speak
um,
Tamil, right?
I think so, yeah. But no, I'm not saying that it's like they're completely different
Mhm.
languages, because it's not just like that. It is that. What I'm saying is that they look like languages from different parts of the world
Mhm.
rather than from the same subcontinent. That
Mhm.
makes sense though, because the kingdoms in India, going back to like Egyptian times or whatever, were like so separate from each other. So you
Yeah,
can technically consider it to be like a multiple different parts of the world
and
in and of itself.
apart from like the Empire of Ashoka, there was a lot of division of polities between North and South India up until the Raj. Um, so like they weren't even under the same rulers until the British, and then the uh, obviously the state of India. It, it's kind of like how people in like Sicily and South Italy hadn't even heard of Italy when Italy was
Yeah.
formed. Yeah.
No, you're right. Thinking about it now, the reason why I'm so used to similar parts of the world having similar looking languages is just because imperialism has affected everywhere so much. Like the reason why Japan has kanji, which is literally just Chinese Mandarin script, is because the Chinese scholars were the ones that influenced Japanese
Well, that's not so much
scholarship.
imperialism or
Yeah.
colonialism.
But that's I know, but it's
Mhm.
more so colonialism in other parts of the world.
Yeah, like how
I was
half of
just
Africa
not the
speaks
example
French,
that
or
I think I was giving more of a counter example than I was
Mhm,
an example of what I was saying. I was saying everywhere except for here, kind of.
mhm,
But
mhm.
like in India, there was a lot of conquest and stuff, but I don't think anyone really controlled the majority of India
Yeah,
uh,
other than
at
I
any one
think
time.
what's the Mughals' greatest extent? Like, I think they eventually conquered South India in 1700. Damn. Um,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, just before that, India looked like this in the 1500s. Damn, my
Uh-huh.
people wasn't so lucky. What happened to your people not smoking? smoker. Um, Chandragupta. I mean, yeah, the Gupta Empire did go decently far south, but they didn't go as far south as the Mauryans. But oh, here's Vijayanagar, that empire I was talking about. And these little states here, if I can point them out, Bijapur, Bidar, um, Golconda, and whatnot, they were the
Mhm.
states that formed the big confederation that shot them with fuck off cannons
The- Yeah,
until they
they
died.
shot Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah. Um, and then by 1700, that's basically when India was unified. Um,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Uh, but there was in the because if you compare that to, I guess, China, um, where it's
Mhm.
had a very unified sense of self since the Qin
Yeah, yeah,
dynasty.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think the Qin dynasty was the first to take all of the states of China and like
Mhm.
unify them in one empire, and since then they've been
Yeah.
very culturally together.
It's been kind of a split up and then come back together type deal over and
Hmm.
over again. This is the Mauryan Empire back in the 250s BC, and it's pretty big. And you can see it goes it takes most of North India and then goes almost to the south of India. Um,
Hmm.
yeah,
God damn, they got Gujarat. Those
they got
fuckers.
it. Um,
Nah, Gujarat should have been fucking completely independent in for the entirety of India's history.
and
Never conquered.
it
The
was
Dugginsons would never let that happen.
the Mauryan Empire. They weren't even Hindi really to start off with, and they
Uh-huh.
got that when they invaded the Indus Valley area, which is really where the whole Brahmanism thing started. The Mauryan Empire started over here in Pataliputra, um, which was more influenced by early Jainism and Buddhism, um, from the mountains and shit. Let me look
Hmm.
up the Tibbs mentioned the Gupta Empire. How much did they control? They were in the 500s. Yeah, they did. Oh, I don't want the gift. I want just a map. Oh, okay, okay. Um, they held this much of India, which again they didn't really get most of the south. They went down the coast here. Um,
The south of India must be like
mhm.
fucking Russia in the winter.
kind of,
No
but the
one can
south
ever conquer it.
also had a few empires formed down there, like Vijayanagar and the Chola Empire, which took over most of South India but couldn't really get to North India. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
yeah.
like Russia can conquer Russia,
uh-huh.
but
Um,
if
but
you come from outside, you can't make your way in.
what the Chola Empire here did, which is very funny, is King what's his name? He was cool. This fucking bastard. Ah,
I think the
Rajendra.
coolest I think the coolest story that has that no one invades Russia in the winter type of feel to it is that one time that the Mongols tried to invade Japan and then
Hmm.
they got typhooned and then they did it again and they got typhooned again.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
felt like literally the clouds didn't want them to invade Japan. That's just so funny.
and then of course the Mongols did invade Russia. They got the
Yeah,
whole thing.
which you know what? I'm actually kind of surprised that the typhoons were the things that stopped them, given
Well,
that they got Russia.
the thing with the Mongols is that they were very good and effective overland, but the moment you put them in water, they kind of floundered and died.
I
Um,
see.
Unlike what I was talking about here, Vijendra's Chola Empire. You see, all this pink stuff is the stuff he kind of invaded. Um,
Uh-huh.
so he invaded all the way up to the Ganges River and
Hmm.
fucked up the big empire up there. And then he forced the princes of that empire to take buckets of water from the Ganges and walk them all the way back down to his new capital, um, this one, um, uh, Ganjai Kanda Cholapuram, which I think literally fucking means they they brought the fucking Ganges here. Fuck you, because the Ganges is very like spiritually important river, um, to like Hinduism especially. It's kind of like if when uh, Rome defeated Egypt, if they told the pharaohs to fucking uh, get some buckets of water and take the Nile to Rome. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. But the other thing he did was, for some fucking reason, he decided to build a giant naval fleet and just go fuck up these people on fuck. What's that island called? Um,
Sri Lanka? No, you're not pointing to Sri Lanka.
I'm
You're
not
pointing
pointing
somewhere
to
else.
Sri Lanka.
Sorry,
It's
I
the
couldn't
north of
see your
Jakarta.
mouse at all, so I just took a fucking shot in the dark.
It's Sumatra. Sumatra. Um,
Okay.
yeah, he just went over and
I
fucked up the Srivijaya Empire in Sumatra for no reason. So that was funny. I assume he did have a reason at the time, but I don't really know it anymore. Um, Indigenous in Canada, our assets was forced to move to different land that you aren't from and forced to fight wars that weren't yours. Those who did received nothing, no benefits, and lost more rights. And then they sent your people to go to schools that would beat the kids to death. Oh wow, that sucks. Um, I should probably have more to say to that.
Fluffy hears about the most horrific genocide in our fucking time, and hears gross.
Yikes.
That's
Genocide bad?
I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna say that I don't think that was a good idea,
Yeah.
guys.
Maybe we should just talk this one out. My condolences. The genocide. Shit, dude. The effects are still felt today. Yeah, yeah, no, of course. That yikes. Freya, save me. Save me.
So,
I know
I
genocide's bad, but I feel like they should say something more about it. Fuck Canada.
there,
There we
there
go.
is there is a lot of very interesting and very detailed history for the native peoples of the Americas that just doesn't get talked about.
Yeah.
Like what was it? There was a federation of multiple tribes that existed around the Great Lakes that
Um,
was like one of the most
I learned
complex
about
governments
them.
in the region for a long fucking time.
Hmm. Hmm. The people who went there started getting addictions like alcoholism and drug abuse. Um, but that's enough talking about it. Yeah, that's really good. Uh huh. Uh huh. God, this is the fucking circle. Fucking. You Why is it such a fucking circle? I don't like how it's shaped. I don't like how I can see it from space. Why is it like this? Freya, why is this island like this?
I don't that I'm gonna be honest, Fluffy. That literally looks like a fucking set from Undead Unluck. There's a city that lives in the middle of a giant like natural moat that's just perfectly circular in that anime, and that it looks exactly like that. Except I think it's way smaller.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Anyway, we need to return to look at South India. So Freya doesn't agree with Freya dad, grandfather, Freya dad, dad.
Mhm.
We're going to Caiaphar. We're gonna look at Caiaphar bus stop
Yeah,
real quick.
I think I've told you before that my dad's name was Earl Dugginson. My mom's name
Like the
was
T.
uh Elise Dugginson or something. But my grandfather's name, you know what that is?
What was the question?
What is my grandfather's name?
So your dad was Earl Dickinson?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Well, we have to think of like a classic good Foxy name. Um,
Why are you thinking about it? It's
Paul.
already set in stone.
Paul
Like
Dugginson.
you don't get to name my grandfather.
I'm
He
gonna
already
name your
has a name.
grandfather a new name. Paul. I don't know. You asked me his name. I don't know it. So I
His
just
name is Doug.
Doug.
Doug Dugginson.
Oh, okay. The Iroquois. Yeah, Prey was talking about the Iroquois Confederacy. That is your bro. Wait, I'm good at typing, I swear. Yeah, it's this one with the purple flag. And, oh, it's pixely. Wow.
Wait, is it supposed to be pixely?
That's the one on
Or is that
Wikipedia.
like
Yeah, that's the flag.
that's just what it looks like?
That's just what it looks like.
That's pretty cool actually.
Yeah, they were here. They it looks
Oh
like they
yeah,
did some
yeah.
things.
Because if I remember correctly, it was like multiple tribes that were
Hmm.
federated together, which was really cool. They had
Yeah,
like a
Winrow,
council.
Seneca, Cayuga, Onondaga, Oneida, Oneida, Mohawk, Susquehanna,
Wait,
Erie,
Oneida. Wait, hold on. Because
Oneida.
here's the thing: when I hear Oneida, I think of a company that came into existence as the result of a weird sex cult that now makes spoons. No, 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 like straight up. There is a spoon company that currently makes spoons and forks and stuff, but they used to be a sex cult.
Why don't they have a
If
Wikipedia article? I just looked up Oneida spoons, and they do exist,
oh,
but
okay, don't look up Oneida cutlery or something like that, because they also make forks. I was singling out
yeah,
spoons
yeah, no,
because
I'm getting their website and stuff, but I don't have like any
where's
articles.
the look up the
Okay, here we
Wikipedia
go. Here
article.
we go. Arose of the Oneida community, which was named after Oneida, New York, um, which was named after the tribe. So yes, Freya.
The history of the Oneida County or whatever should have something about like
Hmm.
them having some sort of I think it was like public nudity or something. There was something about a thing that they believed that was something.
The community believed that Jesus had already returned in 70 AD, making it possible for them to bring about the kingdom of whatever, practice communalism, communal what, did group marriage, male sexual continence, what, Wikipedia. Perea, what does male sexual continence mean? I'm scared to click on the wiki link in case it puts a dick in my face.
I worry about that too. Also, stream is loading right now.
No.
Oh, okay, it's back.
Yeah, it's fine on my end.
That was a weird little hiccup, I think. But anyway,
Yeah.
I'm interested, but I don't want anyway. They also had a form of eugenics right next to that.
Oh, oh, oh.
So yeah,
And mutual criticism. Well, didn't criticize enough to not do eugenics.
So yeah,
Yikes.
yeah, yeah. I can't guarantee that they were a sex cult, but they were a community with some very strange practices that eventually evolved into a spoon company.
Mm-hmm. Let's look at how does the spoon arose out of that community. Um, the Oneida Association was founded by a small group of Christian perfectionists led by John Humphrey Noyes, Jonathan Burt. I'm thinking that the Oneida Flour Company doesn't want this Wikipedia article to be at the top of search terms. So they're
Hmm.
doing a lot of search engine optimization shit to make sure it's as low as it
They,
is.
yeah, they know what their history is. They don't want people to look up the Oneida community and their eugenicist ideals.
Uh-huh. Um, Transferred all of the property to a joint stock company. Mhm. Allowed for a woman to sit on the board of directors, and then made flatware and hollowware. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's damn, damn, dude.
So the reason why they share the name is because the community named itself after the tribe.
The community named itself after the city they were in, and the
And the
city was
city
named
named itself.
after the lake
Okay.
it was next to, which was named after the tribe.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a bit it's a few more steps from getting from
Can
the
we
Native
can we
American tribe to the sex
technically
cult.
can we technically consider that a micro side that
I don't know. I
after
uh,
tribe?
the internet's not doing good. Maybe. Hmm. I mean, it seems we're back. We didn't like cut out. It's just the bit rate went to
Yeah.
zero. Now it's back to normal. I'm gonna like keep. Let me check Task Manager. Let me check Task Manager.
Yeah, see if that might
Nope,
fix it.
38% CPU,
But I was just
63%
saying
memory.
that.
Huh. What were you saying, Brett?
I was just saying that it feels like a microaggression in
Mm-hmm.
the ongoing genocide that they
Mm-hmm.
named a eugenicist cult after indirectly after a tribe of
Mm-hmm.
Native Americans. That feels disrespectful, I think.
Yeah, yeah, definitely does, definitely does. I just know. So the weird thing is that the bitrate goes down specifically when I click away from OBS.
Uh-huh.
So like I thought I had OBS set to the highest priority. I can check my settings. General. Stream, output, profile. Where's the thing where it does the thing that says the I don't know. I'm just gonna stick to looking at the stream screen. Since I'm doing that, Brad, would you like to take over video control?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure, sure, sure.
Um,
Oh, let me go ahead and
the
pull that
one
up.
thing that I want you to try to do is make your tab perfectly full 5 by 4.
Oh God, how am I gonna do that? Okay, hold on. Let's troubleshoot this live. Let me
Okay.
open up.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, that won't Well, no. I think it. I'm just gonna quickly delete that. That was a lot of blinking. Um, hmm, hmm, hmm. Ah, shut up, phone.
Yeah, I could hear that very
Yeah,
clearly.
it's because like it's either sitting on the desk computer or sitting on the floor.
Uh-huh. Fair enough,
Yeah,
fair enough.
yeah. Sorry, everyone, for vibrating your eardrums out. Did you know that's 18 hours, 36 minutes, and 53 seconds after start of the day? That's awesome.
Okay. Now I'm going to try and make this exactly 5 by whatever the fuck. No, 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 no. Is that right?
Let me see. I'm going to first. I need to make that my screen here because I'm on the
Mm-hmm.
laptop. I'm not actually on. There we go.
Trying to get that ratio down.
Yeah, that ratio down. I think slightly wider than you got it.
Yeah.
I think I have it. I think this is good. This is good. This works.
Okay, okay, okay. We got it. We got
We
it.
got it,
We
everyone.
got it.
Perea, should I actually go? Should I actually attend this university in the future? This might be how streams go. I might become more brazen then about this room.
Oh yeah. Eventually you'll be able to yell while playing RPG Maker games in this room.
Yeah, and then the floor managers will have to come get me.
And then when they come get you, you start yelling at them. You become so brazen. You think you own the place.
Yeah, I sure am fucking brazen. Fluffy, brazen cheek. Oh, that does not
That's your
roll
middle
off the
name?
tongue.
That does not roll off the tongue at all.
No, it doesn't. Not at all. Not at all. I do like the Hatsune Miku top there.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Like that guy, the American Smiko looking at business cards or whatever the fuck that scene was about. I don't know. I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
watched the
The
movie
the
for it.
American Psycho, he's like, "Oh, that's nice." I've actually never seen that scene either.
Let's
Fluffy.
let's see Paul Allen's Firefox theme. hmm 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 Here,
Okay, so I'm gonna take a look at Poodoo Cherry.
Paduchery. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's Poodoo Cherry because that's literally how it's spelled.
How's it pronounced? It could be Podo Chi Red.
Okay. Please tell me that I can. Oh, yeah, there's a couple places.
If you just click on the guy, it should just show every single spot at once. And then you can click on where you want to go.
This is a little sad. Like you look at this beach and there's only like this one shrub right here.
Oh,
Like
there's
there's
more
more back
shrubs.
here, But like, it's just like I don't know the beach front. The like, there should be like a line of trees here, but it's just this one shrub.
That shrub tried very hard to get there. It's like going to the
Hmm.
top of Mount Everest and being like, oh, there should be more people here.
Well, I like these. I like the huts. I think they're cool.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I also like the huts.
So you
Um,
said just click on him, and then it shows all the places. Here, let's
See,
go
yeah,
out
it
into the
does.
water. Oh, this is not the water. Oh, this is the water. Oh, look, it's these two. Where do you think they're going after this?
To bed.
Yeah,
I,
together?
I was going to make that joke, but I realized that they might be related.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna zoom out now. What about you? Sit
All around me are familiar
down some
faces, worn out places,
Ella.
worn out.
Yeah. If that is not a vibe right there.
It's not. I'm so sorry, Brad. It's not a fib.
Damn. Can't
It's
make out that
it's Vivint.
sign. Vivid. So yeah, no, that's not where I clicked. This is where I clicked. Is that what? But I clicked here. Okay, this is a different one though.
Oh, great. You know how you said your Google Maps and it just load way faster than mine do?
Yeah.
Here.
When I'm like really going.
I want to test that. Can you go to like just a road?
Yeah, just any road. Okay,
Any
here.
road. Yeah, just
This road right here. Let's can I just click it right there?
yeah, you can just click it.
Okay, and then I just go as far as I can and keep clicking, right?
Yeah, just go as fast as possible. Wow. Brad, I think we should go on a road trip. I think we need to plan a Google
You
Maps road
think?
trip here. You reach the end.
Whenever it's okay, there we go. Oh no, that's weird.
Once I tried to do that, but I got too annoyed by waiting every single step
I
for the
imagine
thing
this is
to
probably
load
the end
in.
of the road. Here, let me get out of this road and let me go to a much bigger road that I know that I'll be able to like just keep clicking on. Okay, here we go. So yeah, I just face in one direction and then I keep clicking. This is what I'm talking about with like the speed of the loading the images.
Oh yeah,
This
no,
is how
that is
fast I go
way
normally.
faster.
Yeah,
Damn.
this is whenever I'm like I have to spam click to get where Fluffy is. This is what I'm. Oh shit! I just accidentally left a 4-star review.
What
Sorry, it
did
was a
you leave
5-star bud.
it
I don't know.
on? Rate 4 stars.
Like, where am I now? Why am I blurred? Oh, look, a
That's what
tractor.
they do with the cars now. The
Oh,
cars are blurred.
yeah. Our like the Google Maps car is blurred. I get that. I get that.
Yeah,
We can
the
hear this
cars have
sign.
dicks on them.
If they're just in India, they cover every car with dicks
Well,
as just
everywhere.
like
All the Google Maps cars.
no. I've been able to see the Google Maps car in other countries.
No, you haven't. You're lying to yourself.
Okay, I guess I might be lying to myself.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. There's also all these people here.
Wow,
What
there's a
is this? Is this like
lady and she's wearing purple. That must be Priya Patel.
yeah, that's me,
That's
guys.
you.
You found me. Even though I'm supposed to live in Gujarat, I'm here in fucking
You live in Texas. You can't
Puducherry.
lie.
Yes, but my ancestral home, my spirit, my essence, it remains in the land of the Dugginsons.
Do, What language do they speak in Gujarat again?
Gujarati.
Gujarati. Okay. Do you
Yeah.
speak Gujarati?
No, my grandparents never taught me.
Uh,
Where,
your spirit must be having a really shit time,
where
man.
am I going?
Into
What's
the
going on?
field.
I keep going. Oh,
If you look below
and
you,
where did the
you're on a
field
bike
go? Okay. Oh my God.
now.
What's happening? I feel like
You're fucking
I
going.
keep going into the field. Okay. I think it's normal now. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, then
I'm
you
back to
just.
normalcy. I'm still on the bike though.
You're just fucking going. Did the bike steal the Google Maps card thing, or like,
Am I going into
why
okay, no,
does
no,
it
no. Yeah,
still
yeah.
say you're on the highway? Okay, you're off the highway.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Ow.
off the highway. Here he is. That's the bike guy. That's who I was riding up and now I'm no one. I'm a ghost.
It's Brian's spirit.
Yeah, I told you it's my essence.
Yeah.
It's here. It's here at the at the couple of marbles. If you want to
Welcome.
see my spirit, if you want to see my soul, go to couple of marble. That's where I rest. That's where I am.
Okay. Here's my idea, Freya. I think we should
Yeah.
we should do we should do a road trip through Kyrgyzstan.
Okay.
Yeah, we can start on the westernmost point and go east.
Okay. 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 So we go to Kyrgyzstan, and this is technically the. Are we going like
Ah,
westernmost in like a straight line, or just like most west?
there doesn't seem to be a. I think we're gonna have to take that highway there.
Okay,
The
so
one that
this is the
goes
westernmost point on
go
this
up
highway. Actually, no, no,
to that
you're right.
border there. Yeah. We
Mhm.
start
Okay,
there.
is this
Is
all?
that blue? No, it isn't.
It isn't.
It cuts off there and then it starts
Starts
again
here.
there. Yeah, so we're starting there and we're just
Oh,
going.
but technically speak. No, that's not further enough west. Okay, yeah, just start right here and then go east.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so this is
Let's
where
just
we
see what we
start,
find in the beautiful land of
and then we
Kyrgyzstan.
have to. Red has to. Okay. There we go. And now I think we're headed east.
One moment, I'm going to check something real quick. Um,
Hmm.
ah, I mean, hey, the stream kill bits per second's been fine.
Okay, that's good. I think that me switching off probably helped.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What
Uh,
a type of establishment is this?
go forward like one thing so we can see like through the front because that's it seems to be like is it a his it might be
That's the
some
medical symbol.
is it an aid organization because like of the blue and the bird.
Yeah, this looks like a blood donation or something.
Yeah,
It
that's what
might be some type of aid organization then.
yeah, yeah.
I think that's probably the case. And then what's on the other side of the street?
Mopam. Then I don't speak. I don't
Yeah,
believe so.
I
We
don't
need
either.
Torsten here for that.
Torsion.
Torsten. Um, Oh yeah, I should tell you a story. I was up on this like short hill, just taking a hike last night,
Mm-hmm.
and I came up to this group of what I can only describe as teenage hooligans. Welcome, not a smoker. Welcome back. We're in Kyrgyzstan now. And Prey is just zooming, you know?
I'm trying to zoom, but Google Maps keeps resetting where my cursor is right in front of my face for some reason. Being a little weird, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm zooming as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's this place?
That's the that fuck. I don't know. I don't know what that place
Oh,
is.
that pole is in the way here. Let me. There we go. Get rid of that pole.
Uh, I can't really see in there, and there's nothing on the sign other than a massive name that would help us.
Yeah, I gotta stop trying to decipher these because I have no fucking
Yeah,
clue.
you have the entirety of Kyrgyzstan to get through, Perea.
I,
My
we
lord.
are doing a road trip through the entirety of Kyrgyzstan right now. I
Because,
should probably not be sightseeing.
yeah, the only
Is
site.
that a planned gas station? No, it's not planned. It's there. That just is a gas station. Okay. No, hold on. Look at things from my perspective, right? I was coming up on it like this, and all I
Uh-huh.
saw was this sign, and then it looked like a giant empty parking lot. But just like
Mm-hmm.
turn a little bit, and you can see that there's some dirt here, and
Mm-hmm.
then there's the gas station, a little
Mm-hmm.
inset. But I got confused. I thought that it wasn't there yet.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, what was I doing? Yeah, I was hiking up the hill. And at the top, or almost at the top, at like one of the viewpoints up there, I came across this group of teenage hooligans,
Oh, hold on.
and you found a church. This is
That's a
where the
nice looking church. It's very
Jesus
colorful.
lives.
The tree line makes it hard to see. I could only really get a good view from over here. But yeah, no, that's a cool looking church.
Yeah,
I like the multiple colors.
yeah. Um, uh, yeah. And I walked by them, and this one girl who was in the group looked over and said, um, "Is that thing a dude or a bitch?" And
What?
referring to me,
Oh, that is so weird and rude.
like, it's not just, I guess, I would have been offended. Um, like, I know I'm ugly, but I would have been offended anyway. But I just found it funny that the gender binary in her head was
It's
between
dude
dude and bitch.
or bitch.
And like, yeah.
Oh, sorry guys, I have to go to the little bitch's room. What the fuck, dude? What? And also, why is it dude?
Because that's the other gender.
You know what? My bad. Obviously, that was the. It's bitch and dude. Those are the only. There are only two types of fucking body plans. There's bitch and dude.
There are two wolves within you.
One's a
One is
bitch and one's a
bitch and one is
dude.
dude.
That one's pretty good, actually.
You know what? Hey, Bray, can
Oh
you
my
get us some
fucking
like
god.
royalty-free jazz?
Yeah.
Could
I
you get
have
us
a
like some
royalty free jazz.
royalty-free Kyrgyzstani jazz? Is that
Yeah, let me look up.
is it Kyrgyzstani? No, it would be Kyrgy, Kyrgyr. How do you refer to people from Kyrg?
Kyrgyzstani jazz.
Because it's not Kyrgyzstani, is it? Because people from Kazakhstan are just called Kazakhs, and people from
Yeah, no,
Uzbekistan are
the
just
New York
Uzbeks.
Times, the New York Times has an article that reads quite simply, all sorts of grooves, even Kyrgyzstani one.
Okay. Yeah, no, because
I assume that's uh,
I guess so. Because like that makes sense because even though like Afghanistan has Afghanis in it, but Pakistan has Pakistanis in it and not Pakis,
yeah,
Pakians.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I wonder how they decide between one or the other. Because stan just means like state or land, yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Stan, it probably derives from one of the Proto-European descendant languages, but it literally just means like land of.
Hmm.
So like that's why Indians used to or still kind of call India Hindustan.
Yeah, yeah. They call it Hindustan, yeah. You cut out, great,
Huh?
great. You cut out there.
Hello?
Hello. I thought it was my end, but then
Okay.
I checked and the stream bits were still good. So I think, do you hear Ethernet?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm using my Ethernet. I think probably just like Discord audio suppression did something weird. By the way, I tried to look up Kyrgyzstani jazz, and all I'm getting is what I assume to be a racial slur followed by the word jazz.
Uh, Yikes. What does the article state? Does the article mention any bands?
Uh, it mentions Andrew Hill times the line.
Okay, they
Oh
might sue
shit.
us. I don't know. I don't know.
New
Oh,
Kyrgyzstan Wikipedia article.
why don't you show us
Traditional
this
traveling musics and shamans called
on the
Manashi,
screen?
popular for their singing. Huh?
Why don't you show us this on the screen?
Yeah, 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 okay. This is the music of Kyrgyzstan.
Mm-hmm.
It's Western classical music. It was introduced during Soviet rule.
Mm-hmm.
Contemporary. A new genre called Z-pop, influenced mainly by K-pop and Western pop music.
Oh,
Folk music with black metal.
would love to listen to
I'm
that. We
actually,
would get sued.
yeah. Hold on.
We would probably get
Yeah, okay,
sued
okay, okay.
unless we audio
Here,
jungle it.
let me just
Because, like,
Kyrgyzstani music
why don't you so
royalty
call it K-pop
free.
since you're in Kyrgyzstan?
Yeah, because you're in Kyrgyzstan. It could be called K-pop and not Z-pop.
Zed pop.
Royalty free Kyrgyzstan royalty free music library.
Okay, and
Stock music download. Hold on. Salburun
Preview.
preview, preview.
preview. Preview.
Is this Z pop?
This feels like Z-pop.
It sounds kind of like Evanescence. Oh, fuck, Priya's gone again. Oh,
Hello?
oh shit, you're back. Stream's at 0 kilobits.
Preview.
Now it's at 6,000 again. Okay.
Oh.
I It sounds like epic music you'd put in a discount Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah, 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 yeah. This feels like music that would play at the end of
You
like an
can
epic
pause it.
battle in an AI generated movie.
Yeah. I think that's just
That's what that
probably what you
sounds like.
get from royalties for free websites.
Preview.
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 Audio jungle.
Audio jungle.
Okay, what about like YouTube videos then? Kyrgyzstan folk music. But like, is any of it specifically royalty free? Top 20 Kyrgyzstan songs.
I don't.
Super Kyrgyz folk song and dance. Oh, this is definitely royalty free.
Mm-hmm. Is that just the national anthem?
Yeah. That was a little loud.
I'm not sure if this will give us that much of an accurate view of Kyrgyzstan culture, because, like, I know the national anthem is important, but if you wanted to learn about American music, you would not listen to the Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, how about we listen to "O Canada"?
Yeah, Kyrgyzstan. Are we just gonna listen to?
Yeah, just "O Canada" and Kyrgyzstan, they go together like milk and beans.
Delicious. We're not listening to the Djibouti national anthem. I don't know why you're asking for it, Tibbs, but I'm scared.
Can I get an APR on this? No, I can't. Okay. I thought that was like a car thing. Wait, was that gay? Hold on. I thought I saw a pride flag.
Did you see gay?
I thought I did. Maybe I'm just delusional.
Is Kyrgyzstan gay?
Oh, here. This is what I saw. It's just a faded blue and yeah. Okay. No, nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing worth looking at.
We're biologically engineered to see gay at all times.
I think "O Canada" ended. I don't want the next abstract liquid background video. No sound.
No.
That's not.
Do you mean no sound?
just no sound.
Does Get Chan have any Kyrgyzstan music?
Get Chan?
Yeah, Get Chan. Okay, go look up Get Chan. G2. Yeah, it's this lady. She has all the communist music.
Get Chan, Kyrgyzstan. Do we got it? Anthem of Get Chan, communism lives on. Okay. This one might.
Maybe. What does it say?
Yeah. It says "My Republic, Soviet Kyrgyz song."
Cool. Let's hear it. Here, we can go back to the right.
Can I get a progress check? How far are we into Kyrgyzstan? Have I gone just barely up the road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to start speeding.
Okay. Oh shit! I'm trying to deal with the refresh rate.
What's that?
I just passed under that one thing.
Oh, okay. It's probably like the entrance to this town, so we finally left this town. Probably took longer than the time it would actually take to drive through.
Yeah, because we took a bunch of pit stops. I parked along the side of the road a couple times.
Yeah, I spent like 20 minutes listening to "O Canada." You know, if I actually did streaming from one of these rooms, there are Ethernet ports here. So that's cool. My room doesn't even have Ethernet. Anything interesting happen in your life, Brad?
Yeah. Today I watched an anime that was like actually really fucking good.
Which one?
It was called Jellyfish Don't Swim at Night.
Oh, and is that from this season?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, what just happened? Did I clicked
Your
the wrong
stream
button?
ended.
My stream didn't end. What the hell? Okay, it appears as if I held some sort of key that rapidly closed all of my tabs. So,
Control Shift T, Pray. Control Shift T.
okay.
Or once you reopen Firefox. That's funny.
I don't know why that happened. Fuck.
Fuck indeed. Pray, didn't you say that you thought that you'd say anime's becoming good again if you found one more good show coming out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Pray, I think anime might be good again this year. Anime
I-
might be back.
I think that anime might be good, actually.
The anime girl says anime's good? Holy shit, someone called the presses. Oh my god. I feel bad for whoever's sitting in the room next to me.
Holy shit.
Is he still okay?
Yeah, I reopened all my tabs, but then I went too far. I ended up opening like 10 more tabs that I didn't need. So now I'm just closing those. Okay, we're good. I can start the stream again. Sorry about that, guy. Fucking randomly closed all my tabs. Okay, let's go.
Welcome back to Kyrgyzstan, folks.
Yeah, let's go.
Can we get some
Here,
actual? I just want to jazz for like the background of the stream.
Or just any jazz at all.
Anything that's royalty free and has some good tempo. Yeah, because this is a chill stream. Is this the one that got you sued earlier?
Yeah. But only for like one song. This one's never gotten me sued, I think.
Here, just send it to me.
What?
The video.
Oh yeah, okay.
Do you know how to
where's
right-click
the
the video?
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Love that feature.
That's a good feature that I never
Yeah.
use.
Especially like sometimes there's those videos that are like one frame and then it cuts to black. If you set those to loop, you can see what they're trying to hide from you.
What's the quickest way to just like go forward? W goes one at a time.
Yeah. I don't think that's as fast as just jumping.
Yeah, but then jumping leads to this weird thing where it like
Well, you're gonna have to keep wiggling your mouse.
We'll get out of here.
This specific song in there's this one old YouTube channel, Counterpoints.
Counterpoint, not contrapoints.
Or counter arguments. No, not contrapoints. No. No, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Winky, 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 winky. So I know this is definitely copyright free because I've heard a bunch of old hacks use it.
That's good. That's good to know. We're behind a fucking...
Yeah.
We're behind this guy.
I feel bad because Kyrgyzstan is overwhelmingly gray.
Oh, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. We passed you.
Friend.
See you later, bud.
See you later.
You have a good day.
Yeah.
You have a good day at work.
I wonder if he has like a family.
I hope he has a family, and I hope they love him.
You know, this is what I think about sometimes. That guy might not even remember he was on that road that day. It's just a Monday. But we do.
We remember. We remember for you, bud.
Yeah, and this has happened a few times. Like in my life. Like once I was riding the train home. It was really rainy and it was really windy. And this was in Portland city center. And I saw this woman, like, it was a street crossing where there was, like, construction work on both sides of the corner. So she had to, like, walk across to one corner, then to another. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and then when she was at the first corner, which was like blocked on all sides, this large barrier, like road barrier, started sliding towards her in the wind. And oh, you there? Oh, you're back.
No, yeah, I couldn't hear you for a second.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you either. I can tell because the jazz cut out.
I see.
Yeah, anyway, she was standing on the second corner and this large, like, road barrier, one of the big plastic ones, started going towards her in the wind. And she couldn't move because she was stuck on that street corner.
Yeah.
And I just had to watch from the window as this big construction barrier slowly hit her.
Oh my god.
And
that's where we are.
Yeah, welcome. That was like about a year ago.
I see.
And I still remember it. I'm wondering, she might still remember it, or she might have forgotten. It might have just been something. She went home, she told her family or friends about the funny thing that happened to her that day. And then she forgot about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I still remember. I remember.
Fluffy always remembers. Yeah. You're the nostalgia critic, Owl, as always.
I can't do the nostalgia critic scream in here. That will get the cops called on me.
Well, okay, but here's a scenario, right? What if the cops get called on you and you nostalgia critic scream at them? You tried to arrest me!
I don't know. Yeah, no, like, I think about that a lot. Like, the stuff that people don't remember, and it's probably so many things that are, like, vaguely interesting that happened in my life. No, well. Okay.
I think with how blurry the screen is, this actually does relatively simulate the feeling of being on a car trip and the trees going by so fast that they're all a blur.
How blurry is it by the time it gets to the stream?
Pretty fucking, from what I can see, it looks like a painting by the time it goes on the stream.
Absolute mosaic.
No, I'm stuck.
What?
We're never. No, the reason I was stuck was because there was a specific place where if you clicked on the screen, it just would send you backwards.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Am I even going to remember, is that thing a dude or a bitch in like a month's time?
Will you?
Am I
That's an
gonna
important
remember it in a
question.
year's time?
Was that a core memory or was it not?
Am I gonna remember 10 years from now? Am I still going to be making dude or bitch jokes, or is it just gonna be gone? Am I still going to remember that woman who got hit with the construction barrier?
Mm-hmm. Now we're getting into a deeper philosophical talk about like the impermanence of memory.
Mm-hmm. Specifically because I might remember it for much longer than even she will. Because I've been thinking about that so much.
Uh-huh.
If I just disappeared, about to go to the bar for a little bit. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
If I just disappeared, Rhea, how well would you remember me in like 10 years?
I think I'd be able to remember most of the things that I know about you now.
But like specifics, really?
I think that in 10 years, I might start to lose some of it. I might start to lose you a little bit by that time.
But not to drink, but they have slot. No, don't go to the slots machine. Smoker, don't do that. No gambling. That's bad. That's the ultimate evil in the world.
Yeah, gambling is a mortal sin. God will condemn you to hell if you do it.
Stop gambling because the anime girl's computer told you to.
Yeah. You gotta listen to the anime girls in your computer.
Yeah.
Did you notice that we just passed a supermarket?
Oh, that's cool. This whole thing also makes me remember that one VTuber who I have like all her stuff archived.
Oh yeah, XR389 or whatever the fuck.
I see 1388. I want to say.
I see.
But sometimes
It's the name of an actual
You really
star.
don't, Smoker. You really don't gotta risk it. Oh, right.
Smoker's a gambling addict. Yeah?
Okay, you're back.
I was saying at this point, I'm convinced that Smoker is a gambling addict.
Yeah.
They always talk about gambling and getting drunk.
Another thing. How long's that girl?
Where's the mall? Is that the mall? Is that it? I think
Maybe.
there's supposed to be a here. I'm actually gonna go back a little.
Like. Hmm. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we're back. It seems to be specifically like when I focus on things. On the computer. But they cut in and out. I wonder if it's like thermal
This-
throttling or something.
This reminds me of I was having a problem with OBS that I had to look up where anytime I touched my keyboard even a little bit, it would
Mhm.
cycle through every single one of my scenes and turn off all of my sources. And if it happened once or twice, then it would like scramble the microphone so that it just produced white
Mhm.
static.
Okay.
And the only way I could get to fix that was I had to change this weird setting that didn't seem like it had anything to do with anything, but it fixed it.
Weird. So now my model's being slow. Oh, and the model's back.
Okay,
I
that's
don't know
good.
what's happening. But like the stream upload rate has been good this whole time.
Mhm.
Since I switched over.
So yeah, no, like the stream seems to be doing pretty well, but the
Mhm.
computer's acting weird. The
Like,
OBS is acting weird.
things that aren't like in focus on the desktop screen
Uh-huh.
that's it.
Okay.
Because your
I'm gonna get
computer,
a status check.
it might be counting Discord as a background process. Oh,
Ooh, I think we've gotten pretty
zoom
far.
out.
Well, not
Zoom
too
out.
far. I can't zoom. This is the max zoom out
Here,
rate.
just exit the Street View for a minute so we can actually. You were right there.
I can just click on that gas station. Holy shit! We're actually like 1/4 of the way through Kazakhstan. I was wrong. I'm sorry.
You were wrong.
Yeah, that's like 1/10
Yeah,
of the way through Kazakhstan.
yeah.
Where was the gas station?
Here, I am going to set my tracking to a lower quality version. Potato. Okay, a bit more jittery now, but should be a faster tracking.
That's good. That's good.
You can tell because it's worse. It's so much worse. Okay, maybe not potato settings. Maybe. Okay. Maybe that will be better. There we go. Oh,
Did I get down here? No, I probably didn't. So I would have been like over here. Which means we have to look for a gas station that's kind of like over here.
maybe. Honestly, I think my idea to do a road trip across Kyrgyzstan sucked out.
Yeah, you think that maybe that one was a little
Maybe
half-baked?
we should do literally anything else.
Well, we got 1/10 of the way through Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job.
We could drop ourselves into the middle of Moscow. This looks like the veins in a fucking cock. I'm gonna be honest. That's weird.
The only problem with that is that the erectile tissue, which is the part with more veins, is actually on the top of your cock and not the bottom,
Yeah.
which is the opposite. So you failed anatomy immediately.
No, you have to think about it like this. What if an alien had an inverse human penis?
And that was Scandinavia.
Yes. That's my contribution. Dude, they literally just skipped over Belarus.
Belarus doesn't like them.
I know that's why. That's why but like because
Yeah.
of the fact
You know
that
they
every other
just
place
got
around them.
Germany like this last
Really?
year. Like, see, look, it used to be empty. Like, we've had streams where Germany was empty. That happened in our
Why?
lifetime.
Why didn't Germany allow them to?
Look it up. Look it up.
Okay.
Uh,
A 10+ year halt on Germany existed. Google Maps revolutionized the way I shut up. No preamble. The first 20 biggest German cities now offer updated Street View photography, and it's German keylog. The company is starting to publish imagery in 2022. Previously, Google announced that starting June 22nd, Street View cars would return to Germany. Like in other countries, it's possible to opt out of. Okay. Oh, hold on. I think I see what might have been the case.
mhm.
It said, to prevent a privacy outcry like the last time, Google worked closely with the German government's privacy agency. So I think the reason that Germany opted out of having Google at all was German citizens didn't like the idea of their private lives being photographed. Because it would come by once every year and photograph just every street of Germany. They didn't like the fact that you could like look up their houses and stuff, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, so that's the real reason, I think. It's because Google Maps. Just to confirm. One of the primary reasons why Germany is not fully represented on Google Maps is the country's strong emphasis on privacy. Germans have long been known to be the protectiveness to personal information and privacy rights. This attitude stems from a historical context that values individual privacy and data protection. What'd you say?
I just said, yeah.
Okay, so that's the reason. But apparently the German government gave up on the privacy of its own citizens, and so they're not doing that anymore. And now we have Germany.
And now we have Germany. You know, I wonder, because now I'm streaming literally from my lap. I put my laptop on my lap because that's the fucking name.
Yeah.
And wow, how much more scuffed I've become. Wow. And on the very day I unveil the new aspect ratio.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, did you know?
Hey, Annie, you're smorking.
Hi, Annie. Thank you for smorking. Welcome. Remember those two guys who weren't real and then had a panic attack on being real? Well, they weren't real, so you shouldn't worry about them.
Yeah.
Annie, I have to explain to you. I am not at my home right now. I'm currently on the 6th floor of a college dormitory, and I'm in a little study room where people. Good night, Tibbs. Are you still lost? Yeah, I am. I need to get to stream. So I put myself in this room, which is supposed to be used for like people who want to study in quiet, away from their roommates, or do Zoom calls without bothering everyone. But I'm using it for VTuber shit. Yeah. So that's why I'm being a bit quiet, because it's very disconcerting. There's someone's dormitory right behind me through a wall, but then in front of me here is just a glass wall into the hallway. So literally anyone can look in here at me on my laptop. It's just a bit weird to be doing this in like a pseudo public space, you know? They can't like see what I'm doing because my laptop's not facing them. So like it's just weird to see people walking by as I'm doing this stupid bullshit. Yeah, why is Oregon so good?
Why is Washington so liberal?
Full of fucking libs. Why is California?
You know, I originally I thought the best was good, because I thought, oh, well, that they're literally calling it a good state, but no, they're asking, why is it so good? Like, so it's almost as if they're like coming from the opposite opinion. Like, what do people see in this fucking place?
They see me.
Yeah, Fluffy is the only reason why Oregon is good.
Yeah. I make up for all the other stuff.
Do you make up for all the people in Eastern Oregon?
Yeah. I make up for the desert.
All right.
They have industrial outputs of blue hair and pronouns. Yeah. 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 Priya,
Yeah?
can you pull up a website?
Yeah, which website?
Just like an actual website.
An actual website. Website. Hey, this is an actual website. Exactly what you asked for, Fluffy.
Yeah. What does it say on it? I can't read it. I'm looking at the Studiovia screen.
It says, begin reading, subscribe. This is an actual website, less profane and non-Oedipial manifesto for a better World Wide Web. Chapter 1, everything you need.
Well, it's good to know that it's not fucking Oedipial. That's not about fucking your mother.
Yeah. Chapter 2, we have the technology. Chapter 3, self-inflicted problems. Chapter 4, this isn't entirely our fault. Chapter 5, you might never have seen a website before. Chapter 6, this is not satire. Chapter 7, suggestions for better websites. Chapter 8, further reading. Chapter 9, feedback welcome. Chapter 10, notes. Chapter 11, more on this site. Everything you need. You may have forgotten, or never learned in the first place, that this is how a website should work. A website should be a collection of one or more hypertext documents. A website should fit onto any screen. A website should look consistent in all standards, compliant browsers. A website should be accessible to all people, regardless of what assistive technologies they might need. A website is a document that should be navigable by hyperlinks. A website's document should be searchable using a browser's find in page feature. Website should be legible and present a coherent message. Oh, but there's an addendum to that. Unfortunately, this isn't guaranteed, especially on commercial web. A lot of corporate websites talk too much and say too little. Not in plain text either.
Annie, I think this is your thing.
A website should not need JavaScript, but a little JavaScript can enhance the experience. A website should not need CSS either, but browsers provide terrible default styles that probably haven't been updated since 2001. We have the technology. All that stuff that a website should be and do, we already have it. Addendum. Web applications are another story. Outside the scope of this website, I personally think that web applications were a mistake. It's a mistake that pays my bills, though.
You know,
all that stuff.
My website has both CSS and JavaScript in it.
I think this guy would murder you.
Yeah, that's why I'm hiding in the study room.
Mm-hmm. He's the assassin I sent after you.
Oh my god. Surprise old web browsing. Yeah, no, definitely.
I'm gonna go ahead and say his activation phrase again. Dirty, filthy liar.
You're just saying that into my earbuds, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but he can hear it.
Mm-hmm. Is he in my head?
He has a telepathic connection to you. He can hear what you hear.
Wow, my tracking's slowing down again. Is it okay? Tracking?
Oh, no.
Well, I can still hear you fine, and the stream's still good. It's just
tracking's bad?
Yeah, I think if I go and set the FPS down to 5. The FPS on my track is not on stream.
Per chance we always have. I'm gonna go ahead and end every sentence. Every time there's a full stop, I'm just gonna say it's Tim Berners-Lee and his colleagues at CERN mostly got this right about 30 years ago on the concept of Project Xanadu to create a practical implementation of hypertext documents, per chance. The first website was built in 1989, per chance. It's still available.
Please
why shouldn't it be, per chance?
Please stop that. Please don't say per chance. Every per chance sentence. Per chance.
Okay. It's nothing but a collection of hypertext documents. Never mind IE6. You could probably render it on a Tamagotchi or a toaster running NetBSD if you had to. Don't forget that the very first web browser was built on and for Next Workstation, and the second was designed to run on dumb terminals. You could probably render this site in such old browsers, or at least a Mosaic. However, such old browsers would mangle the text because they don't support Unicode. In fairness, the first version of Unicode wasn't published until 1991. Self-inflicted problems. This site would work just fine in pre-Unicode browsers from 1990s if I had stuck to the 127 character ASCII character set and specified the encoding instead of UTF-8. But I'm used to Unicode text and being able to use typographic quotes. With a addendum. Not to mention heavy metal umlauts. Classic 7-bit ASCII didn't have metal head-friendly umlauts, I suppose.
Cool for metalheads?
Yeah. As far as self-inflicted problems go, this is pretty mild. We do watch each other just to earn a living. We use the wrong tools for the job, we chose novelty for its own sake, we stack abstractions on top of each other like a Jenga tower. This isn't entirely our fault. I'll admit, browsing websites is hard. A lot of what makes this miserable experience arose out of the browser wars. It's bad enough that JavaScript was incredibly slow and janky at first. Addendum. It had gotten bad enough that Douglas Crockford wrote a slim little book called JavaScript: The Good Parts in 2008. I think it's the best work of satirical fantasy ever written because Java has no good parts.
Jesus Christ.
Especially if you were to use a strongly typed language like C. Really didn't help that the major browser vendors couldn't agree on how to implement such standards as HTML, CSS, or ECMA script. Netscape did things in a particular way, and Microsoft insisted on doing things a different way. The W3C didn't have enough authority to sit either party down and tell them to cool it with the proprietary extensions. Web developers got caught in the middle. They had decided whether to support one browser or try supporting both. Now it might be happening again if Google decides they can afford to add proprietary functions to Chrome. Addendum? I'm using the word competing a bit loosely. Google Chrome has become the new Internet Explorer, the browser most people use. Microsoft is still pushing their Edge browser, but it's based on Chromium. The parts of Chrome that Google released as open source software. Apple is still pushing Safari, but that's for macOS and iOS devices. Firefox is still hanging in there, but Mozilla got a fair amount of funding from Google in exchange for making Google the default search engine in Firefox. The situation is just bleak. Nevertheless, we can do better, especially if we're professional web developers. Does your blog really need all the JavaScript you're using? Does it need to be built with React? Do you really need to build steps that depend on nodes with over 9,000 NPM packages? Who are you trying to impress? Likewise, to the people who slavishly imitate Oedipial websites and brag about only needing 7 CSS declarations, or think that using HTTPS and gzip matter, what good is asceticism for its own sake? You say it's satire. You know full well that some people are going to take it literally.
Mm-hmm.
They might never have seen a website. You might never have seen a website before. My bad. Like the person who's always shaved has no notion of their natural style. You have no notion of what a website is or could be. All you've ever seen are pale imitations, like newspapers, magazines, and television. The web should be hypertext communicating messages that were at least meaningful to their authors. This is a real, sensibly dressed website. Look at it. If a college dropout like me can manage this, then so can you. This is not satire. I won't claim that this is 100% objective fact. It's just my opinion alone. But free to a good home. While this had original parody and response to more profane and Oedipial sites, it's been more to me than that. I wouldn't have spent the weekend after my wife and I had been influencer writing all this text otherwise. The World Wide Web, a communications medium, barely alive. We can make it better than it was. Better, stronger, faster. A parody of the $6 Million Man opening the monologue. This popped into my head as my fever broke. He had a fever dream and then he wrote a website about it. That's what it sounds like.
I guess so, yeah.
I thought it was too good to not use, even if it dates me. We always have had the technology. It's time we learn to use it. Suggestions for a better website. The following are my preferences, which should not be mistaken for prescriptions. Exhaust the possibilities of HTML before using CSS or JavaScript. HTML5 for more functionality than you might have expected. The picture element will let you serve images in bandwidth-efficient formats like AVIF while still backs for visitors using Microsoft browsers. You can use details and summary instead of building your own accordions. Add a dialogue element before using a framework, just because you want to pop up a modal. You can integrate multimedia into your pages with audio and video elements. Check out template and slot when you need to build web components. Many layout problems that once demanded the use of framework like Bootstrap might be solvable with a new CSS feature like Grid or Flexbox. Omit needless graphics. If your website can convey its intended message when you replace all the images with a public domain photo of William Howard Taft, you might not have needed them in the first place. Test your site with links or any other browser that doesn't support CSS and JavaScript. If it doesn't work, it doesn't actually work. Use relative URLs for links within your website.
Sucks.
This will make it a lot easier. This will make it easier to move sites between hosts and domains. If someone wants to mirror your site with your consent, this will make their lives easier too. Provide updates to visitors via feeds and please expose them. What? Like when the YouTuber gets exposed?
No. Like physically expose them.
Instead of trying to cajole them into signing up to your newsletter, people get too much email already. Let's not make it worse. Consider using Unix tools like the shell, GNU make, W3C, HTML, XML utils, and rsync before tying yourself to static site generators like Node, NPM ecosystem. If at all practical, provide downloadable compressed archives of your website to offline viewing and archival. Do not implement Facebook's Open Graph protocol. Addendum? Unfortunately, refusal to provide metadata for parasocial media negatively impacts people using federated social platforms like Mastodon, because these platforms also use proprietary meta tags like Open Graph and Twitter cards, instead of using standard meta tags to generate link previews. I have found what appears to be a minimal solution, social markup, courtesy of Jen's Oliver Maert. But if this works well enough, it might prove a reasonable compromise. Let them learn how to use standard meta tags. It's not like anyone on Facebook, Instagram, Threads will see the links you share there. Do not implement Twitter cards. Let them and their imitators learn how to use standard meta tags too. Besides, Twitter's become a Nazi bar. Do not worry too much about SEO. When there's a www before Google, there may as well be a www after Google. Learning HTML and CSS will probably serve you long enough after Google becomes little more than a bad memory. Validate your HTML. Running pages through W3C Validator will identify errors and help you learn to write better HTML. The validator will let you upload files and even type markups directly into a text area. The W3C also provides validators and RSS Atom feeds and style sheets too. Use them regularly. Validate your JavaScript. Using JSLint will help you write cleaner, more performant, and more standard compliant JS. You don't need to install it, but you can if you want to. The JSLint website will let you paste code for validation. This should be a convenient way to refine little functions for enhancing a personal website. Having expressed these opinions, I don't matter what tools you use, as long as they help you build the website you want to build. All I ask is that you think about what you're doing and refrain from using trendy tech just because someone told you should use it. I'm just gonna read the first 4 of these further readings. Motherfucking websites, better motherfucking websites, best motherfucking websites. The web is fucked. That's like a little taste of his further readings.
What the fuck's he have against JavaScript?
I don't know.
CSS? Really? That's like... I don't need my website to run on a fucking Next PC. When was this written?
This does it have a date?
Like,
at the
I
top?
thought it must have been like fucking years old back when Chromium took everything over. But like, he mentioned Mastodon, federated websites, and that's like a more modern thing. Registered on.
This was updated on the 20th of February. So, at the very least, no matter when he wrote it, he agrees with everything on this page up to February.
But like, half of my fucking website is a CSS page. I don't want to remove my images. Fuck you. Look, I get what
Hold on,
he says
Fluffy,
about a
there's-
lot of modern websites being like too much. Having too much random bullshit that makes them harder to run on older machines. But like, I think he's gone too far. His website is literally just a single fucking like formatted Tumblr post, it looks like.
Yeah, he reinvented the concept of a Tumblr post
Mm-hmm.
and then made it a website.
Yeah. I think the thing that really made me think of the Tumblr post is if you scroll up and see there's some indented sections that just have a little gray bar next to them. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't. Not at all.
If you scroll up, there's some sections with a little gray bar next to them.
Yeah.
Or I guess down, since you're at the top now.
Okay.
And what the fuck does he mean? You might have never seen a website before?
He means that you're seeing a website like he's describing a website. He's saying that all modern websites pale in comparison to what he's talking about, and you haven't seen a real website. It's no true Scotsman.
Oh yeah, hi Annie. Yeah, I think the manifesto here is interesting because I am very much a fan of the old web and the simpler websites, but I think like he goes too far.
Uh-huh.
Like he brags about his website running on Next PC and thinks your website should run on tiny fucking browsers no one uses. Like, Nani the fuck? If it runs on like Chrome and Firefox, you're probably fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Do I need to replace all of the images on my website with pictures of William Howard Taft?
He did say that that's the only way you can discern whether it's a good website or not. Every image that could be replaced with William Howard Taft is apparently should just be deleted.
But could you access this through the Gopher protocol? Since that's not even HTML, is it? I don't think you could, Annie. I don't think you could. I don't think this is Gopher protocol acceptable.
That means that he failed his own test. Because
Oh my
if he
God.
said it should be accessible through the weirdest, most unused things in the world, it's got to be accessible through absolutely everything, right?
Like, oh, the model's not having a fun time right now. Buddy, you were working so well for the past 5 minutes. What are you on? You okay? Hey. There we go.
Are we going to have an intervention for Fluffy's model?
I think we will. I think this person is a poser.
I like literally, I'm telling you, this person admitted that this entire website was a fever dream that they had, and then they made it. They said that verbatim.
Really, I'm still just thinking about the Howard Taft thing because, like, yeah, you could. The only images that really quote unquote need to be there are probably the images at the top of each of the posts on my website, because they pertain directly to the posts. But
Yeah,
like,
because if you replace them with William Howard Taft, I would think that every single one of your posts was about him. But they're
yeah,
not.
but like you could theoretically replace my background with an image of William Howard Taft and my banner image and the background for my
You know what? I'm realizing now that you put it
little
into
things.
terms like that, he just hates the idea of personalization. He
I
hates
get
the
it.
idea that your website, the way that you want it to look, that just the way it looks, if it doesn't serve a practical purpose.
Freaking Lane is on GoPro. Oh yeah, yeah. Like, those images they do contribute a lot to, like, I guess the vibes of my website. I don't know if he'd even dislike my website. But I'm taking these posts very personally right now.
Well, tell you what, Fluffy. At the very bottom, the only thing I haven't read is feedback welcome. You have any questions about the website or would like to suggest additions and corrections, reach out to my author via email. You can reach me on the Fediverse by tagging @Starbreaker @indieweb.social. So how about you make a Mastodon account and then you just fucking
no, I
at
don't
him
want to.
on Fediverse.
I don't want to make a Mastodon. I don't want to.
Okay, fine. Make a Powoo account then, I guess.
What the fuck is Powoo?
Powoo is a Japanese version of a federated board. It's like Mastodon, I think. I've heard of it before, is all.
You get where this person's coming from, but their thesis leads to a lot you desired. Yeah. Yeah,
Hold on. Let's look at Powoo. What's up with Powoo? What is the deal with Powoo?
Like, I consider myself to be a
Powoo?
massive website hipster given the amount of, like, NeoCities websites I've looked at, and then this guy comes up and it's like, you've never seen a website unless it doesn't use CSS. And I don't even know what the fuck a node is. He really hates nodes, whatever those are.
Yeah, Powoo is a Mastodon instance, is what it is. It's in Japanese.
Hooray, I'm not joining Japanese Mastodon because I don't want to join Mastodon. I don't speak Japanese. Hooray.
But no. The vast majority of Powoo users that I've seen, they are English speaking. That's probably because I'm on the English side.
Yeah. Yeah. Can anarchists even access federated services? Freya, can you access federated services?
Okay, so like obviously the idea of calling it federated, but like no, straight up, like they're actually pretty well, I think they're at least tangentially related to anarchist organization. Because if you don't like an instance, then you can just go make your own. You have your own social media fucking platform now. And you can make all your friends join it.
What ANCAPs want. A society where if you don't like something, you can fuck off and do your own thing.
Yeah, no, that's not exclusively ANCAP, to be fair, because ANCAPs also want that to be what companies get, and people get shit on in the process.
I'd rather be on Space Haven Mastodon. Oh wow. Same axis. I guess we're just coming after anarchists in this stream now, Freya. We're gonna have to break up our friendship and get to fisticuffs.
Yeah, no, I'm going to
hit me in here.
Kill you. I'm going to commit some heinous acts on Annie's server if this line of inquiry continues.
How would in I guess it's not an anarchist state, an anarchist
What?
geographic area. How would you stop
A
someone
free
from
territory?
a free ter? How would you stop someone from forming a company?
People can form companies.
They
That just
can?
wouldn't happen. Well, yeah, because like you wouldn't be allowed to.
Well, who stops you? The anarchist police?
Yeah, I mean, like, not. Yeah, kind of. Whatever we have that's enacts laws that enforces laws.
Wait, but that's not an anarchism then.
That's you have a fundamental misunderstanding of ism. If you think that we are incapable of like dictating laws and
Well, if you
enforcing
dictate
them.
laws, isn't that just a state?
No, because a state tries to govern over people undemocratically.
Oh, that is a weird definition of a state then. Are anarchists just people who have just slightly different definitions than me?
Okay, so I don't know if I described it very well just now because I'm like not getting into deep political theory, but to be fair, I've heard very serious anarchists in the past say that the only reason that people don't understand what they mean when they talk about anarchism is because they have a completely different definition of the word power.
Okay, then I think
Like-
maybe anarchist definition of the word power sucks ass.
I think that yours sucks ass because in my experience, mine is better. It describes more things more effectively.
Like a state is. So, when you guys go form your free area, I want to look at that and I want to see if it counts as a state or not.
It won't count as a state by our standards. Whatever
Okay.
your standards are, I can't. What do you define? Okay, what is your definition of a state, Fluffy?
We should all just go to Annie's new ideology instead with blackjack and hookers.
You know what? That sounds nice.
A state is just like a politically organized body of people that have like a set territory that they govern and would be exclusive from other states.
Okay,
It's
so your
the description for the
definition,
people who set the laws. It's the government.
your definition of a state is just a government that has control over land.
Yes, exactly.
So any governing body that controls a piece of land is a state to you.
Unless it's like below another state. It is a bit nebulous, and technically things like the European Union could count under this definition.
Okay, well, I'm going to be honest with you, Fluffy. There are very many versions of anarchism where the land is not considered owned. So, technically speaking, they wouldn't fit your definition of a state
Mhm.
because no one owns any land. Rather, the government governs people, not land, and there wouldn't be things like property rights.
Mm-hmm. But until you anarchize the whole world, I suppose, wouldn't you still the free zone have a set territory?
Yeah,
they
it's
would
it's
say
more
is
so
their own?
defined by other like the territories that are not free are their own. Like that's the land they claim that they own, and the land that we quote unquote own is really just the land that is not owned by anyone.
Mm-hmm. Annie's asked me if it would be like a bunch of counties tied together and no larger nation.
Well, that depends. Some versions of anarchism require federation, or require, right? They allow for federation.
What about your version?
Okay, so if you're asking me about me, you're not making me fucking represent all of anarchism poorly because I disagree with some of them. Completely honest, can't represent the entire fucking ideology. Me personally, I think federation. So like any of the individual communities would all form together into a larger apparatus, a government which I do believe doesn't own any land but administers people. So it wouldn't be Fluffy's definition of a state, but it would be the closest thing to the state under an anarchist rule. It would look like a traditional democratically elected government, but it doesn't own land, and defederation is as easy as a majority vote within a community.
CEO of anarchism. Freya, are you gonna become the CEO of the Anarchist Federation blob?
I one day I hope of anarchism, because anarchists love it when there's one guy in control of everything. That's their favorite thing, and I want to become the CEO of anarchism. No, but like in the version of anarchism that I personally advocate for, yes, the individual communities would federate together into larger state-like apparatuses that only resemble states in the fact that their government is formal and what would you call? It would resemble a republic.
Mm-hmm. What happens if some of the counties try to form a state? Like, does the anarchy blob get to attack them?
Sorry, you cut out so hard. What did you say?
What happens if some of the counties try to form their own state? Does the anarchy blob attack them?
No. Like I said before, any individual county is allowed to defederate with a majority vote, and the rest of the counties can just get fucked. If counties in fucking Texas decided they didn't want to be a part of the fucking anarchist superstructure anymore, then everyone else would get bent and they would just leave.
Uh-huh. Seems stable.
In practice, they are actually relatively stable. Because as much as you give people, as much as you give people the right and the ability to just fucking leave whenever they want, they tend to not do that because it's just not in their best interest to do. That's the thing. A lot of the ways that you guys love to make fun of anarchism and be like, wow, that would fall apart instantly. People just naturally don't decide to fall apart, though. They could, they just don't. Because they that would be bad for them, so they don't do it.
And he's saying it's basically the Soviet Union.
I really don't think that's basically the Soviet Union.
Annie, I think all we have to do is wait for the anarchists to do a whole revolution, and then we can just get a few counties together and remake the Soviet Union.
Fluffy, that's assuming that the anarchists win and the Soviet, like the Maoists or whatever, have to like fight against the anarchist forces. That's just not how that's
Oh,
gonna
we
go.
wouldn't have to fight. We just have to wait and then democratically vote to leave.
Okay, so you're saying that anarchists win the day. They completely they turn the United States entirely into a separate thing, and then you say we're Maoist and defederate, and then make your little Maoist state
We're not.
where you claim that you own that land. Right?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, the only problem with that is that if territories nearby to you feel threatened by your presence, they might do something about it. But other than that, like technically speaking, you're allowed to do that. Because like a big thing is, as much as we believe anarchism is the best fucking possible way of organizing, it'd be bad to force you to do that. Just like force you into that. Because that's kind of not our thing. We don't like making people do things that they're expressly against their will.
I'm gonna make
The only thing that we are pretty
too.
hard line on is capitalism. Because like when it comes to capitalism, capitalism is a ideology which is it's like hateful, almost like its existence is harmful. So counter-revolutionary forces are handled in the same way, or relatively the same way as they are in Soviet-style situations, right? If you're a communist, I feel like there might be some leniency for allowing you to do your own thing in your own place, so long as you're not interfering with anyone else's business. If you're a capitalist, you're going to get crushed because you pose too much of a threat to everyone else.
So it's like it's a system based on how threatened everyone feels by something.
Yeah, no, like if you pose a threat to someone else's, like their lives, their like community, what they have going on, then they're not gonna just dying down.
So it's like a slightly to the left version of the non-aggression principle.
What? What is the non-aggression? I know that. I think that's an ANCAP thing. I don't read ANCAP shit.
Yeah, basically
Honestly.
They say that unless anyone fucks with anyone else, they can do whatever they want.
Not really.
Oh, okay, so I can fuck with other people?
Yeah, you other people, you're allowed. No, I think you get special exemption.
Okay.
Everyone would be like, "Oh, it's Fluffy though." Fluffy's allowed. How harmless could Fluffy possibly be?
So, it's just a large collection of counties with no overlying structure. Yeah.
I already told you there would be an overlying structure. It's just voluntary.
Okay. So that was what Andy was getting with basically saying the Soviet Union or the EU, because the states within those things can vote to leave them. Like England did, and obviously
And
the
they
states
did
within
do that
the
back in the
states within
90s.
the EU.
They were like, capitalism, cool.
And the states within the Soviet Union were obviously probably much bigger than you'd expect these counties to be. But there is a parallel there still.
I suppose there is a parallel.
I think someone's having a party like the next door down. Because like 10 people
They're
are
having
in that
what?
room there, and they're all yelling.
Oh,
As I said, this is a dorm.
are you allowed to have a party in the Zoom room?
This isn't the Zoom room. This I'm in the Zoom room. They're in their dorm. Their neighbor is knocking on their
Oh, there's
door
a
to tell
door.
them,
Okay,
"Shut
yeah,
up."
you're. Okay. I see.
I'm in the
'Cause
middle
I
of doors.
thought you were in the library section. But
No.
you're in the
No.
middle of the dorm. And, okay,
Yeah. People live here.
fair enough.
They just have the space around where the people live in case they want to like easily walk away from their dorm mates and not have to walk all the way to the library. Yeah. Fluffy living out GTA. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna murder so many people. How big is a county, Rhea? How big is your anarchist
That's
county?
entirely dependent. I said that's entirely dependent. It's like, however big you could possibly make a meeting hall for everyone to like come in and vote democratically on something. And ideally, they wouldn't be super fucking big, because it would be ideal to have a situation where not only everyone could come together to vote on something, but a lot of them would know each other as well and be in community with each other. So
like,
minimum, let's
30?
say like 100 people.
100 people. And maximum.
Because that's the amount that like what was it, Dunbar's number, the amount of people that you can know at any time. And then it could get bigger from there. That's 100. Yeah, well, then start at 100. And then from there it gets bigger. It probably exceeds Dunbar's number at some point, especially in like densely populated cities. It'd be hard to have like a single city block be a county, because there's already 150 people living there. It would be easier to just have the county contain up to like 500 people.
Can we look up what building has the most people in it?
It's probably the village house.
Annie is asking, could it be a situation where there's different types of anarchism happening and you get some regions or counties, I guess, being closer to city-states or getting to like actual US state size? Like, what's the upper limit here, Freya? You said the amount of people you could fit in.
It depends on what you
like,
mean by that.
There's some pretty
Could
big
it be a
buildings out there.
situation where there are different types of anarchism happening? I'm going to put a period there and say, yeah, that's one of the major ideas, is that every single place has the ability to do their own thing, and we're not forcing an ideology onto anyone. So like neighboring counties could literally have completely different views of anarchism and practice it completely differently. That's one of the major features that's like supposed to be a part of it. You get some regions being city-states or like the actual size of US states. That's very unlikely unless they're sub-federations. That is to say, a bunch of communities that have decided to federate with each other under the National Federation, thus allowing for a state government within the national government, but that would also be structured in the same way, where it's just a federation of only this part of the country. That would be possible, but that would be more bureaucracy, and I'm not sure most people would be down for that.
Your big hit with the fam? Oh, what do you mean, Zaladin? Hi, Zaladin. How are you doing? Zuri, Zaladin, Zuri. What part of your name am I supposed to say? Okay. You're... The Game of Oh.
The Game of
Oh, yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah, no, the Game of is great. Fucking love it. Right, what is the biggest, most populated building? Real quick.
Oh shit, world's most populated building, World Atlas. 5, Ponte City, Johannesburg.
Scroll down to
Ponte
1.
City is a building... Okay, just... We only... Okay. Stillon de Bretagne, Nantes, France, is a tall building of Saint Herve Lane in Nantes, France. The 32-story building rising to a height of 318 feet was the tallest building in France at its completion. The strength of its width, the structure has a width of 1,000 feet, remains one of the largest buildings in Europe by volume. It provides accommodation and offices for 3,500 people. Okay, so this one's... Wait, this one says 4,000 people. No. This is 3,500 people, and this says 4,000 people. What does this say? This is the city house, isn't it? Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm wrong.
The city house.
2,000 units, 6,000 residents.
Okay, what's number 5 then? Let's go smaller.
Okay, so maybe it says the apartments is designed. This one doesn't even have an estimate of how many people it carries. Where? Where does it say how many people there are? Okay,
different
what the
list.
fuck?
Different
This
list.
is a bad list.
Bad list.
Most populated multi-unit in the world. Number 1, 4,000 people living in the complex. 3,000. Okay, a lower number of 3,000, I think. And then this is 2,000. Yeah, so this one actually does go down, meaning it seems like their thing is Chungking Mansions in Hong Kong, which will accommodate 4,000 people.
Did the Kowloon Walled City
So
count
the
as one
largest building can accommodate 4,000 people. What?
To say, no, the Kowloon Walled City was not one building. Whilst the buildings were very interconnected, there were a lot of buildings at the start, which each had their own foundations, and whatnot. Yeah. There was also a separate little temple in the courtyard in the middle of the Kowloon Walled City, which is definitely its own building. But yeah, no. The buildings were multiple, and it was more like a bunch of skywalks between them. I think, yeah.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about before when I said the lowest number of people should probably be around 100, but it should go up from there, because in a major city, like if Hong Kong were to become an anarchist place, it couldn't just be this one building is its own community. It could be if they wanted to federate it like that. If that's how they federate. If they wanted to separate themselves from the surrounding buildings, they could be like, no, this one place. This is what we like. This is what we're doing. But it's likely that it would just be larger than that,
Mm-hmm.
and it would just contain a lot of people.
Is there... I'm trying to figure out how anarchism works by talking to Perea, my friend anarchist. Is there an
You guys
anarchist...
treat me like I'm a fucking Like I'm a fucking
You are a
anarchist
fuck.
scholar. I am a fucking VTuber that likes everything I hear about anarchism and doesn't like everything that I hear about other forms of socialism. And I am not like your go-to fucking guy.
Freya, we're also VTubers.
It's true. That's fair.
We're all idiots here. I'm not like pulling a a fucking Ben Shapiro goes to college hallway and talks to babies. Freya, we are peers?
Are we peers?
Yes. Like, I'm not trying to give you a hard time here. I just don't have
You
access
don't
to
understand
Kropotkin here.
these
Freya.
things.
I have access to you here. Yeah. I was going to ask something. Pray with the stick for observation. Yeah. So, is there an anarchist Interpol?
You mean like an international police that like goes around? Probably not, no. The reason is because while the federal government, or should I say the federated government, probably has the ability to pass advisories to communities, the actual passing of laws is done by citizens. So they couldn't like enforce laws because they can't even make laws. They can only like it's possible that depending on how it's federated, it's possible that if someone doesn't follow international advice, then they would be booted rather than willingly being exiting from the federated government. They would be booted from the government for not following the agreed upon laws. But that's like the worst that could possibly happen, is they're like, you're not a part of the club anymore, and then they're on their own.
Okay, but so each county, I suppose, has their own anarchist police people, yeah? Which you said did exist to enforce the anarchist laws.
Yeah. Whatever because like different forms of anarchism have different views on how that would work. Number one is I believe that there is no version of anarchism in which there is not a force that is capable of simply stopping dangerous situations from happening. There are some anarchist envisionments that don't involve police. Like a police officer cannot arrest you, but they can show up, and they're not a police officer, but they're like a safety personnel of some sort, and just like they're there to stop violence from occurring. And then ultimately, I think the vast majority of forms of anarchism require, like, if you break some sort of law, then instead of like being arrested and tried before a judge in a community trial, most likely, like, that's not every form of anarchism, that's some of them. And in those cases, then the community decides on what effectively should be done.
So,
and
like,
in most cases, I imagine
there wouldn't be anarchist lawyers?
It depends on whether lawyers are deemed necessary, and that depends on how trials work. Some trials would involve like a therapist, an accused, and the community sitting down talking about what happened. It wouldn't be like an us v them situation. Especially in cases where violence hasn't happened, it would be more like a, what do you need? What should we do for you?
Well, what about cases of, say, specific malpractice? Like, what
Uh-huh.
Mr. Wakefield did in England. That was overseen by the medical tribunal.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Could you be more specific?
Like, if there are cases where whatever law is being broken is more specific than 99% of the community members would know jack shit about.
Yeah,
That
no.
has to go to
In
someplace.
cases like that, experts are called.
Uh-huh. Okay.
There is a point at which, and this is something that all anarchists will obviously be at least somewhat distrustful of, but like a single expert, usually you would have a community of experts, like multiple experts come in, just to make sure that no one man is like just like passing off his opinions as fact. But even in the case where you only have one expert, you only defer to them insofar as you trust that they are better at engaging with the situation than you are. The final decision still really does come down to everyone has to vote about it, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said before, that is only one way of doing crime management. There are a bunch of different ways that people do that sort of thing.
If I murder someone in one county and then run away to a different anarchist county that has more lax laws,
Yeah.
would it just be fine?
No, it wouldn't be fine.
Well, there's no anarchist Interpol to get me.
There isn't an anarchist Interpol, but the thing is, extradition is probably still a thing. And the only reason that... They have lax laws. In a situation where a community vote for extradition goes on and they agree to not do it, then it works the same way that countries do now, where you're being held in asylum by these people. So yeah, no, that could happen if you committed a crime. But like if you commit a murder and then a group of like 30 people just decide to protect you, that's a weird situation.
I
and
mean,
like
you
I
could,
said,
form like a cult like the Masons. Make your own.
Yeah. You could form a cult. You could have that cult form of community. And in the event that you murder someone, run to your little cult, it's possible that the anarchist community that you attacked decides that just sitting there and letting things be isn't enough, and then they take action on that. They either go to a federated government and have them get involved, or they just personally get and set in a militia if they really need to.
Oh, we're going into anarchist war.
Anarchists probably aren't going to have wars with each other because most anarchists are chill. But like, if a fucking community of sadistic like murderers just formed, I don't think they would just let that happen.
So we're going to have anarchist Waco.
Anarchist Waco. It's just like if everyone in an area believes that there is a community that actually puts their community at risk, they can't take that lying down, and they'll do something about it. Nonviolent if they can, and in most cases, nonviolence actually would work. But in the case of like a cult, like you're suggesting, Fluffy, they wouldn't stop at nonviolence.
Yeah, I'm just thinking there's like what, 10 billion people on Earth by that time? There's 8 billion now. There's going to be a lot of these edge cases. Even if 0.0025% of all people are a bit fucking nuts.
Well, I mean, like, what does any style of government do when edge cases appear? They handle it.
Yeah.
Like I don't think capitalists thought about the possibility of monopolies when they were first conducting liberalism, and communists weren't about every inevitable possible way the Soviet Union could have broken up. Like, if they either
mean, they
figure
were
it out or they
trying.
die. That's just what happens.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Good discussion. Annie's asking, depending on the level of industrialization, wouldn't most jobs still kind of exist?
Yeah, all jobs would still exist, except for the ones that are bullshit jobs, the ones that are specifically made by capitalists for the sake of upholding capitalism. So, like, things like upper management would stop existing, bosses would stop existing, landlords would stop existing. But actual jobs where you do legitimate work, everything that exists in current society would still exist, and people would still be doing it.
What does the anarchist military, or I guess you said militia, look like?
This is actually something I have a much better conceptualization of because I've actually seen real life versions of it. Well, I've heard people talk about real life versions of this. When you talk about society at large, I'm talking about my ideals, but now I can say something that like actually happened. Anarchist militias, based on pretty much the same principle. A militia is made up of members of a specific community. They are there to protect that community. In the case where anarchists have federated into national federations, they can be loaned to the national federation as a national military whose sole purpose is to protect the collective communities. They're not there to be a police force, and I don't think they do internal work. They protect you from capitalists and counter-revolutionaries, right? That's their purpose. And just like